think definition of success is not by prosperity in financial terms. I think that the definition of success is by the wealth that you accumulate by changing people's lives and then generating revenue from that as the end result. You know what I mean? Happiness is about contributing back, changing the world, giving people hope. And I think that with music as a vehicle for change, then that's gonna allow me to be successful, to help people. Well, I used to have a rhyme partner. It wasn't just myself, it was me and my friend Saya. And this is back quite some time ago when I was younger. And we started a group together called Diabolic Delinquents. And my best friend, he was murdered, unfortunately, some time ago as well by his then girlfriend, So that was the first sacrifice, to lose someone that you came up with in this whole in the game from an amateur point. And then I started to notice that a lot of friends started to look at me differently when I started covering more political topics. My subject matter began to change. It became more revolutionary rhetoric. Well, I felt actually I was very happy with the changing of tide, with the changing of the guard, because if you really look at it, the history of Bolivia is so crazy with what the Spanish monarch did to the indigenous peoples, that they made them work in the tin mines, how many people died, the oppression for quite some time. Then after Bolivia became an independent state, it technically wasn't independent. It was run by the Creoles, who were descendants of the Spanish colonizers and not the indigenous people. So when Evo Morales got into play and the baton was passed, it was like giving the country back to the people of Bolivia, the actual Bolivians, the indigenous people. And another point to that, it's the place where Che Guevara was murdered and assassinated, by the CIA. So just imagine that the social revolution, the socialist revolution that Che Guevara was trying to achieve in Bolivia never died. The Dream Act, I think, is a good thing, because it's not the fault of the children of immigrants who come into this country, get into the college, trying to live the American dream, trying to be all that they can be, and then denied that because of the fact that their family members came here illegally. First of all, no human being should be considered illegal. That's a derogatory term. I mean, if that's the case, then all the European Americans who came here, the Pilgrims and all of them, should be considered illegal by the Native Americans in of today. And so when you look at that, it's crazy. But there's nothing that they can do to go further, like with the certain racist laws that were implemented by the state of Arizona. There's nothing that they can do to stop the change that's going to occur in the demographic. As a person, I want to be remembered for my honesty. I want to be a person that when they talk about CF, they be like, he was truthful. His music never lied, and he always stuck to his guns. He never compromised for anybody. That's what I want to be known for.
Yeah. I think it happened when my grandfather lost his legs. He was a zombie, yeah, Johnny was a walking dead. Used to cry himself to sleep, the sheets turned to water beds. Woke up, drowned himself in Johnny Walker, now he's short of breath. Panted cause that nicotine. Who would've thought I'd see his ankles hit that guillotine? It wasn't cancer, but damn it, look how real it seems. Something ill, how